We got some breaking news to talk about right now. This is at Fulton Industrial Boulevard and Camp Creek Parkway. There's a horrible accident, as you can see. It looks like a car collided with a truck, and that car was crushed underneath it. And we just got off the phone with the Fulton County Police Department, who confirmed one person has been killed, and traffic is tied up, as you can see right now, as crews try to clear the truck and the car. So if you can, try to avoid that area.